Times when Steph Curry got heated. He runs down court pulling a fast break with his buddy, but the corrupt referee ignores the call, making the Hall of Fame contender validly crash out. If you thought this crash out was nothing, I think so too. Things ramp up towards the end of this video, so be sure to keep watching until the very end, or I'm calling the police. Curry tapped him on the booty. The corrupt ref blows the whistle. But there's something more to Curry. He's more pissed off than usual. I mean, if I had a haircut like that and I pissed off Curry, I'd walk away too. But that crash out was nothing compared to this one. Even LeBron James had to get involved after he saw an argument happen between the two teams. In case you don't want to make a scene like Curry, be sure to drop a subscribe and tap into the NBA 2K25 live streams almost every single day. He shoots over his defender until his defender falls like a damn domino. But if we take a closer look, Curry did not shoot over his defender. He gave homeboy the elbow sandwich of 1999. If you thought that joke was lame, take a look at the score and you can see why Curry broke character. But on one bad day, Curry would be harassed by his defender, getting a little pokey poke at the back. This would agitate Curry until he makes a fatal mistake of driving into the paint. He slips in front of tens of thousands of people. But on his way up, he makes the biggest scene in NBA history, getting very aggressive with the homie Beverly. Jaylen Brown had to step in to push Beverly away from the young stud. But Curry kept that eye contact like, yeah, boy, I did that, boy. What you gonna do about it, boy? How did Curry end up slipping as bad as he did in front of tens of thousands of people? His right foot was a bit overturned and he lost his balance on that right foot. With his center of gravity down, he was still able to control the ball, but it was already too late. The refs would blow the whistle, ending the play, and Beverly would walk away with the last laugh until the Warriors would go on to win that game, beating the Houston Rockets. But Curry would have a hard time winning this next fight. He chunks his mouthpiece to the referee after being ejected from the game.
Steph Curry with a squad down play, drives to the hole, makes a layup. He thinks about, watch his reaction here. Really frustrated, throws his mouthpiece, his mouthpiece at ref.
What makes this even worse is Golden State was losing by 8. But with Curry ejected, the Warriors were at a major disadvantage and would go on to lose his game to the Grizzlies. Even the All-Star Kevin Durant was ejected from the game, making this a bad scene for everyone in the arena. I'm talking 10,000 people all at once. And did you know millions of people tap into the NBA games on air? So we're talking hundreds of thousands of people at once. But he's not supposed to be fighting in the paint. He forces it, but he's too short. His man shoots a brick until Curry snatches the ball from his enemy, but the corrupt refs call the most illegal play in the world. He wins the ball, but he makes the biggest mistake ever. Before we get into that, Steph Curry and Beverly are just like the Bloods and the Crips.
Nigga swear the fuck up. Nigga was hunting. I'm squared up good.
He makes a big mistake flexing in front of Beverly. Suddenly, he pokes the ball away from Curry, but Curry controls it, facing Beverly close enough like he's about to post up, smiling like a joker. But Curry's master plan is working, getting inside of his enemy's head with the score reading 41-41. He smiles, knowing he fouled Beverly on the rebound, flexed on him in front of 10,000 people live. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but stick around to the end of the video to see why this fight happened between LeBron and Curry. Things are looking good for the Warriors. The score is 46-67. And the contested Paul George shoots over his man, sinking a 3. But look at Curry. The ball falls through the sky and into the hoop. He walks around it, losing his composure, while George takes all the glory, high-fiving his buddies. He gets all the fame, but Curry sits there on the verge of tears. He yells at his teammates and the refs about to bust a brain neuron. Don't be like Curry, and go ahead and drop a subscribe now. I know, that clip was pretty lame. But wait until you find out. Curry got his cheeks violated by his meanest and greenest rival, Beverly. The corrupt refs had to have been paid off this game because there wasn't even a call at all on the off the ball movement. Bars. But did you know Curry was trying to screen, but since he's so short, the charging bull in front of him put him on his knees. Curry is tougher than that. He shrugged it off, but Beverly smashes into him intentionally. The GOAT gets so pissed off, he starts chasing after his up, but quickly gets pulled back by his teammate. This leaves Curry hopeless and a victim in front of 10,000 people live. How this wasn't a technical foul, I don't know. This felt like something straight up out of a cartoon. But things will only get worse when Curry got into an altercation with LeBron James. Before we can get into that, this is one of the worst crash outs you have ever seen. Suddenly, he pushes his man. The ops teammate notices. Now it's a 2v1, and just like a domino effect, the refs notice, they get involved, Baldhead Whopper gets involved, Draymond Green gets involved, and all hell breaks loose. But why and how did this happen? Before we get into LeBron versus Curry, this 7th incident happened because of a rivalry between the Thunder and the Warriors. Mostly because Kevin Durant left OKC for Golden State. And this made a tense atmosphere even amongst the fans, and they pitched in bringing a cupcake mascot wearing Durant's number to make matters even worse. This terrible scene happened just before halftime during a jump ball contest, but while Curry was getting in his position, Kristen tried swatting Curry's arm away, and Curry responded by shoving Kristen, who shoved back. But Westbrook caught notice and got himself involved, pushing Curry, and then all 10 players on the floor made it their problem to get involved. The officials reviewed the play and gave technical flowers to the 4 players. Curry, Kristen, Westbrook, and Draymond Green all received technical fouls. After the incident, the Warriors did end up winning, and Curry came back, hitting a buzzer-beater three-pointer to the end of the 4th quarter. He ran out the court celebrating, but this incident definitely left a bad taste in your mouth, the fans' mouth, and Curry's mouth. Keep in mind, LeBron James wasn't even in the picture, but we'll see what happens between him and Curry later on, I promise. At number 8, he shoots one of the most impressive threes in his whole career, but the refs cock-a-doodle-doo block him, calling a foul because the 2 knuckleheads, Jack and Jill on the Knicks, suddenly crash into each other because of their poor awareness. And if you look in the background, some fans are mad and others are happy, but Steph crashes out because he was the butt of this play. Speaking of butts, he smacks the Joker's butt, but Joker gets pissed off and faces Curry, charging at him like he's about to fight. Curry is smiling and talking noise, and just when things seem to take a turn for the worse, the middleman steps in, leaving us to wonder why
that block, little swat on the behind. Jokic not having it right now. And the officials actually taking a look here. They weren't sure why Jokic reacted as he did.
Looks like the Joker took "don't touch the merchandise" literally. Curry would have the last laugh trying to play the middleman, nodding like a donkey when Joker walked off. But don't walk away from that subscribe button. You'll miss out on my NBA 2K25 tips and tricks in my daily live streams. So be sure to subscribe now, because you still gotta catch the LeBron James versus Steph Curry argument. He faces a bench op, strutting them with eye contact, but the Cleveland Cavaliers' LeBron James makes a scared Curry run away with his tail in between his legs. Did you know that there is a better LeBron James versus Curry clip towards the end of this video? But it's hard for Curry to redeem himself when he goes toe-to-toe with LeBron James. He has his main character moment and goes for the layup, but with the contested Cleveland LeBron James swiping over Curry, he misses, and he looks him in his eye, threatening him. The men fight for dominance in the eye contact game, but Curry can't take it anymore, taking out his mouth guard while he argues with the GOAT. LeBron spits in his face and pushes Curry aside, while Klay Thompson catches Curry flying across the court. Curry still looks LeBron in the eye, but Curry's instant karma will come back to bite him with his recent hamstring injury. And if you want to see the times ISO Speed got instant karma, be sure to subscribe and check out this video right here.